Hi beauties, welcome to my channel H.ealthy by Julia. The topic for today is Bakuchiol or Bakuchiol, Bakuchiol, say it as you please. It's amazing plant-based natural ingredients and everyone is talking about replacement of retinol with it, so let's see why. Bakuchiol was firstly isolated in 1966 and it came from this plant. I'm not going to try to say this because it's not going to work very well. But also the ingredient could be found in long peppers and cherry rice flour. Nowadays, it became more and more popular and a lot of brands started to use it because it was found to cause much less irritation than retinol, because we all know retinol doesn't agree with sensitive skin. You can't use it during pregnancy or if you're lactating, while so far, according to the studies, Bakuchiol is safe to be used for people who are having sensitive, rosacea-prone skin and during pregnancy. Again, you have to bear in mind that this is relatively new ingredient, so we don't have that many studies with regards to its safety. Bakuchiol got its name from the Sanskrit name of the plant that was used in order to isolate the ingredients, and it's called Bakuchi or Bakuchi. The Bakuchi plant is local to India and Sri Lanka, and it was known very well from Chinese medicine and Ayurveda that it has antifungal, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory properties, and it was used for skin conditions such as vitiligo and psoriasis. Most of the benefits from Bakuchiol were actually found from a study that was published in 2014 in the British Journal of Dermatology. Now let me just throw here a bit of information about this study, because most of the people who are talking about the ingredients, and if you will be reading some articles, they will quite likely mention the same study. This was made on 44 individuals, so it wasn't a very large study, and also the person who actually published it was a founder of company who is selling Bakuchiol. So all the hype and the fuss around the ingredient was extremely beneficial for him. I'm not saying this is a bad thing, although it might be. It's up to you to decide, but you have to know where the resources of this information are coming from. So let's go back to the study. What they did was they decided to use it in order to see what is the difference between retinol and Bakuchiol from point of reactions and results. So 22 individuals were using 0.5% retinol in the evening for 12 weeks, and the other 22 individuals were using 0.5% Bakuchiol morning and evening for 12 weeks. What they found was that the group that was using Bakuchiol had less and less irritation of the skin. So they didn't have this kind of peeling and stinging sensation while applying their active ingredient. Also, with regards to the results, they were extremely similar because there was less visibility of wrinkles and fine lines, the skin tone was more even, the texture was improved, and that's where the whole comparison between retinol and Bakuchiol came from. In another study from the same research team, they found that Bakuchiol slows down the enzymes that are breaking down the collagen and elastin. Another reason for the comparison between retinol and Bakuchiol was because they affect in a very similar way the pathways, and they stimulate the production of collagen. Although a lot of companies are advertising Bakuchiol as replacement of retinol and a natural alternative, you have to bear in mind that it is very marketing related. It is great marketing strategy, it's amazing story about it. Retinoids have been there for 50 years. We know about them since the 70s. So there is a lot of research behind all the claims. We know how it affects the skin. There's obviously a lot to be known, but still you can't really compare them because one we were looking into for 50 years and the other for 5. So we don't have that much information, and it takes some time for us to know, in long term especially, how one or another ingredient is affecting us. There are a lot of other different ingredients that could have very similar benefits to the retinol one, but they are not so advertised because the marketing behind them is not so strong. So Bakuchiol will not and cannot replace your retinol. With that being said, let me tell you about the bunch of benefits that we know so far are coming from the use of Bakuchiol. First, it is not photosensitive. What means? When you use retinol, you can't use it during the day, but you can use Bakuchiol during the day, and it is completely safe. It will not affect your skin, it won't make it more sensitive to UVA and UVB, and also the second thing is that it is much more stable than many ingredients that will break down if they are exposed under UV. So say retinol also you can't use during the day because simply it's not as stable. Vitamin C also is unstable ingredient. What we know so far about Bakuchiol is that it's very stable, and if you combine some other ingredients like the one that I already mentioned now, will make the whole bunch of them much more stable. If you combine it with say niacinamide or vitamin C and azelaic acid in order to treat pigmentation, also it will improve the whole mix as a result. Second is that it has microbial effect. Then you get the fact that it is antioxidant, so it will fight with the free radicals, and also it will give you protection from the pollution and from a bunch of other irritants from your environment. It is anti-inflammatory ingredient. So if your skin is sensitive, rosacea prone, or you have active acne, it will reduce the redness and the inflammation of the skin. Also what that means is that the healing of the skin will be quicker. Many active ingredients can't be combined because they will affect one another, whether it means that you will have bad reaction or just won't work on your skin. But Bakuchiol is something that you can mix literally with everything. The only thing that I saw online that you are not supposed to combine it was glycolic acid, but it was mentioned only in one article, and I didn't found any resource where actually this claim came from, so I'm not very certain about it. Again, because of its soothing properties, you can actually combine Bakuchiol with something more aggressive like glycolic acid or again retinol or anything else that might cause some kind of irritation to the skin in order to introduce new ingredients or in general to get less negative reaction and irritation from those type of active ingredients. If you have acne, because it has many different properties, Bakuchiol will be quite beneficial for you. Because it is anti-inflammatory, you will have less redness. Because it is antibacterial, you will have less blemishes. Also, it was found that it inhibits the production of sebum in the glands, and it changes the chemistry of the sebum itself. So it evens the skin tone because it lowers the production of melanin. Also, it's a great ingredient because it could be used twice a day, and not many active ingredients will be tolerated so well. And of course, the anti-aging benefits. So it will help your body to produce more collagen. It will slow down the natural breaking of collagen and elastin into your body. It will speed up the skin turnover, it will speed up the healing of the skin. So in general, it will reduce the visibility of wrinkles and lines, and it will improve the firmness of the skin and the texture. As for negatives, obviously I already mentioned the mix with glycolic acid, but I'm very uncertain about the truth behind this type of claim. The second thing that I found was that a few people who were using it in order to fight with acne found that retinol actually unclogs the pores, while they don't get the same result if they're using Bakuchiol. And of course, the negative behind the fact that it is natural ingredient. So because it is plant-based, it means that it is much more likely to trigger allergic reaction. There are not many people who are saying that we're having this type of reaction, but obviously you do have to bear it in mind. Like any other ingredient, you have to give it some time in order to see visible results, at least a month, but I'll say probably after 2-3 months you will be able to see visible difference. As for concentration, it is considered that usually something between 0.5 and 2% is the optimal concentration and ideal product that you should be using, and it's up to you if it will be once or twice a day. As of age that you should start, it's usually around the mid-20s. So yes, Bakuchiol seems to be a great ingredient. Not a lot of irritation, a bunch of benefits, literally ingredient that is for all skin. And is it mainly marketing or it's marketing and science? Only time will tell.